Zero Wild, who turned in a big performance in winning at Sandown last time out, comes up for Stephen Arnold, so they're nearly ready. Now Supervolt is going to complete the lineup. Moved up, and they're set to go. They're off and racing. Tyrrelized out on the inside, just a touch slow. Scenic Lady also a little slow, but probably intentionally as she shoots over towards the inside rail from an outside barrier. Zero Wiles working to the lead ahead of Royal Centurac. Then came Dancing Reality moving up to third on the outside of Panorama View, and she's being trailed by Lauriston Lass out wider. True Rhythm between horses, 2 lengths to Supervolt, Tyrrelized, Hindu Dancer. Scenic Lady third from last, and then Loose Rose and Verbosity's last of all. About 1,300 metres to go, and the leader is Zero Wile. Leads by about 2.5 to Lauriston Lass. Royal Centurac third the inside. Dancing Realities a neck away on the outside in 4th placing. They're followed by Panorama View on the inside of True Rhythm. At least 2 lengths to Supervolt, trailed then by Tyrrelized. Hindu Dancer, Scenic Lady, 2 lengths to Loose Rose and Verbosity. They're inside the 1,000, and Zero Wiles lead about 2.5 lengths. Lauriston Lass second, Royal Centurac a length away third. Dancing Reality the outside is 4th, Panorama View 5th on the inside. True Rhythm is around her, and then Supervolt. Tyrrelized the rail, Scenic Lady well back on the inside, followed by Hindu Dancer and Loose Rose next to last with Verbosity. There's been little change since they settled. And at the 600 metres coming around the turn, Zero Wild from Lauriston Lass, Royal Centurac right behind them on the inside as they cornered. Dancing Reality peeled out wider, True Rhythm deeper, and then Supervolt the widest. Panorama View getting up behind them, and Preble has got now Scenic Lady darting through along the inside. They're coming to the 300 metres now. Dancing Reality wide out, Royal Centurac, Scenic Lady down on the inside. Supervolt's running on fairly well. They passed the 200. Dancing Reality narrowly from Royal Centurac in the middle, and Scenic Lady fighting on well on the inside. Dancing Reality a narrow leader though for Null Callow, finds enough in the run home. Dancing Reality wins it by a half length. Scenic Lady a length. Royal Centurac third. In 4th placing Supervolt, then Tyrrelized, followed by Hindu Dancer and then Zero Wile. Loose Rose, True Rhythm dropped out of it. Long break then to Verbosity finishing at the tail in company with Panorama View, and Lauriston Lass probably finding the trip a little far, finishing at the back of the field. Victory here for Dancing Reality, number 9, a pick-up ride for Noel Kello. 1 mount for Matthew Ellen here. Set to go. Light flashes, 1,200 metres. Racing now. Matago jumped okay with Exquisite Manners in the middle of the line, and away quickly Muxan Girl. Princess Abbasi is heading out fast towards the outside. Also showing pace Miss Moxie. Malapert not far away from them. Warm Smites is in that division on this side, and Lordine is one of the last as they came along now, heading towards the 800 metre mark. And over on the flat side, Disco Girl had bounded out and led to Royal Thong and Madam Archway. Exquisite Manners just behind them. Tsunami Smites is over on the rail, and they're followed then by Evening Gem, who's last of the horses coming down the flat side at the 600 now, and out to the grandstand side, the Baldy Face, Miss Moxie, one of the leaders with Matago. Princess Abbasi in the yellow blinkers not far off them, and they're followed then by Prism Lass making a challenge, and then Muxan Girl has got to the middle of the course, followed further back by Malapert, and then came Warm Smites. Lordine tailed off on the grandstand side. On the flat now, Royal Thong, Madam Archway getting up to Disco Girl, and Tsunami Smites is running on fairly well. Matago's hit the lead on the grandstand side from Princess Abbasi and Prism Lass. Malapert's coming home well, and Disco Lady leads the inside with Madam Archway there right across the track here, coming to the line, and Disco Girl's won the inside. Princess Abbasi's won the outside narrowly. It's very, very close. Matago is up there on this side with Malapert, and also Madam Archway is handy over on the flat side. They are just wide apart. It's impossible to be absolutely sure here. Next to finish in the race then is Tsunami Smiter, followed by Prism Lass. Well back is Muxan Girl and Exquisite Manners. Evening Gem. Towards the tail is Lord Dean. As they've gone over the line, Royal Thong is back towards the tail of the field, and so is Miss Moxie. It's a photo there on opposite sides of the track here. Disco Girls won the inside division. Princess Abbasi, I'd say, has just beaten Matago on the outside. Starter coming to the top of the platform. Blue Tack going straight into his place in the stalls. Cesium top pick. Field is ready. This is race number 3. The They're away racing. Mysterious Times jump well on the middle of the line, and Archbishop one of the first. 1400 Blue Tack works to the lead. Silver Baron moves into second placing, a half length away. Archbishop over on the fence in third placing, followed by Cesium, well placed fourth. Mysterious Times is trapped out wide, a length and a half to Warren over on the inside and about sixth placing. Jack's Reward is next, wanting to over race a touch, and Zarek is travelling three deep there. One True Lady being followed by Platilla, and well back is My Queen on the outside, then Bill Delago. And last of all, Miss Mojo, out near the 1,000, and Mysterious Times pulling, went up and took the lead now. About a head in front of Blue Tack, retaining the inside. Silver Baron 2 lengths away third. Archbishop's on the inside, a length and a half to Warren, now fifth the rail. Trailed by Cesium and Zarek the outside, a length and a half to True Lady. Then came Jack's Reward, My Queen going forward out wider, followed by Platilla and Beldelago, and ridden along Miss Mojo. Coming up around the home turn at the 600, Blue Tack against the rail, and Mysterious Times cornering in front of Silver Baron. Oren working up just behind them in the orange colours, and then Zarek, who's been wide all the way around Cesium, and then My Queen pulled out as they enter the straight now. Blue Tack at the 400, tackled by Mysterious Times. Oren has got out after having a beautiful run, and then Silver Baron, and wider out is Zarek, and next is Cesium at the 300 metres now. Oren and Silver Baron together, from Cesium coming up behind them, and wider out My Queen, and then Zarek, Silver Baron and Oren, and Cesium on the inside of them, 100 to go. Silver Baron put their head in front of Oren. Cesium coming home, Silver Baron in front though. Silver Baron's got home, a long head to Cesium, and Oren in third placing. Then My Queen, followed then by True Lady and Zarek, and next Beldelago making some ground, and they were trailed in by Jack's Reward. The weakening Blue Tack, Archbishop, followed by Platilla, Mysterious Times, and Miss Mojo last of all. As the middle gate did run a very good race last time out in the Mortlake Cup. Big Indy coming up to complete the line over the outside alongside Everblue and Sir Nagano, and the field is now ready to go. Liston the inside with the blue cap, they're away, and he jumped all right. Also away okay in the early stages was Don Arch out in the middle of the line, and Just Honour, and jumping out of the stalls okay, Regal Royal outside them. In the early stages it's Mr. Abracadabra working to a slender lead, but moving up on the outside now is Regal Royal, and heads it at the post, a lap to go. Don Arch 2 lengths away third. Just Honour moving into fourth placing in the white and blue colours as they turn out of the straight. They're followed by Rackets, who's being pushed along out 3 wide. Treasure Island in the centre, Super Tramps down on the rail. 2 behind these, Liston, Everblue, Meridian, Magic, being trailed then by O'Joy getting through on the inside. 1 Desert Thrill, Sir Nagano, and Big Indy is last of all by the 2000. And it's Mr. Abracadabra on top. He led by about a length to Rackets, who straight into second placing. Treasure Island's off and running round the outside now, and gets up outside the leader. Don Arch is 2 lengths away fourth the inside, and they're followed by Regal Royal. 2 lengths to Just Honour, and then Super Tramp as Treasure Island goes on and takes the lead. 2 behind them, Everblue midfield. Liston on the rail, 2 Meridian, Magic and O'Joy, Desert Thrill, Big Indy, and Sir Nagano last of all as they're about near the 1500. Treasure Island has the field strung right out now as he puts a bit more pace into the race. It's Treasure Island by about 3 lengths to Rackets. Neck to Mr. Abracadabra running third down on the inside. Then there's a break of 3 lengths to Don Arch, who's racing on the inside in about fourth placing. Regal Royal is around him. Then 3 to 4 lengths away to Just Honour, Super Tramp, 2 Everblue, followed by Liston, a length and a half, Desert Thrill, O'Joy, followed by Meridian Magic, and they've got away 5 lengths to Big Indy, and Sir Nagano's last by the 1000. Treasure Island the leader, out by 2.5 to Rackets, who's being pushed along second, but he does respond to hard riding. 2 lengths then to Mr. Abracadabra in third placing. Don Arch down on the inside. Just Honour's commencing a run round the outside now of Regal Royal. Then Super Tramp, who's come away from the rails up towards the turn. Liston pulls out around Everblue, and then Desert Thrill, O'Joy, Meridian Magic, trailed by Sir Nagano and Big Indy. They're swinging for home though, and Treasure Island for Damien Oliver, who took the leader fairway out, the leader into the straight by about 3. Just Honour's giving chase for Preble now as they flatten for the run-in, clear of Rackets, and down the outside then is Liston, and O'Joy's got to the middle of the track, and Sir Nagano's the widest runner. Just Honour raced up on the outside and took the lead from Treasure Island now. Rackets coming home fairly on the inside. Just Honour though with a nice lead below the 200. He leads by a couple of lengths to Rackets, grinding away well on the inside. Just Honour's holding him out for the time being though, and then and Treasure Island, and Just Honor will be too good. Just Honor wins it by 2 lengths to Rackets, 3 lengths to Treasure Island, Donard's fourth, then Sir Nagano finishing there in company with Regal Royal, Meridian Bazik, and then came O'Joy, followed by Liston, Desert Thrill, Big Indy, back towards the tail of Super Tramp and Everblue, and a long break then to Mr. Abracadabra, last in. Just Honor takes out the race. Favoritism though. They're set. An attendant getting in with Stardock. Line's good, they're away. Prince Key jump reasonably. Sky Glen first out. Away very quickly in the early stages was Forestay, and Sonus Faber went forward. Secret Agenda is just behind them. And as they settle down, Sergio's on the improve. Prince Key settling about the middle of the field now. And the leader is Sonus Faber, narrowly from Sergio. Stardock moving up on the outside, although trapped out 3 wide. A length and a half away, Secret Agenda travelling out wide. It's 3 deep around Forestay and Sky Glen on the rail. 2 Soviet Sun, 1 to Prince Key. 2 lengths then to, at the head of the other horses, is Legend of Ace, and he's being followed at the 1,000-metre mark then by Rose of Caitlin, Hale, Harriet, Pattern Pay. Maps has got back to second last, and Yakama's last of all, but there's plenty of speed about as they go to the 800 metres. Sonus Faber narrowly from Stardock. Sergio right behind them. Secret Agenda fourth on the outside with a bit of cover. 2 lengths to Forestay, Sky Glen, then Soviet Sun going up wider out, followed then by Prince Key as they cornered, and next is Legend of Ace the outside. Pattern Pay and Hale Harriet giving them long starts as they cornered, and then Rose of Caitlin, Yakama and Maps. They've left the rails into the straight. Stardock, Sonus Faber with Sergio coming through on the inside of them. Next is Secret Agenda, then Forestay battling away from Prince Key, working his way through the field, and down the outside Legend of Ace is coming home well there right across the track at the 200. Legend of Ace raced up and took the lead now from Stardock. Maps from well back coming through along the inside, but it's Legend of Ace for Brett Preble going for a double at the 100, holds them out, comes away in fact, and Legend of Ace wins it by a length and a half to Map second. Photo finished for third. Stardock came again and hit it together with Pattern Pay. Then came Prince Key and Soviet Sun, followed by Rose of Caitlin, Hale, Harriet, Yakama, Sonus Faber. Forestay didn't go on, has finished a long way back in the field, trailed in by Sergio. Secret Agenda is second last, and Sky Glen last of all. So the field locked away. They're ready. Boak stood well on the inside. Modern General's not quite right there in 2. An attendant getting in to help steady things down. They're away, and Modern General won the jump from down on the inside. .com dropped out to be last soon after the start. It's Modern General narrowly from Callahan, Datari, Willie Work improving on the outside of them, followed by Free Goal moving up on the outside, and then Rocky Glen being followed by Boak on the inside, and then Jiminy Anarchy Walk moving forward but deep, followed by Ask the Phantom, Mondi, Bergamere and .com. Below the 1200 metres, Willie Work finds the lead, out by about a length and a half to Datari, and Free Gold on the outside, a length and a half to Callahan. Modern General Anarchy Walk, a length and a half to Rocky Glen on the outside of Boak, who would be midfield. On its outside is Jiminy, 1 to the grey, Ask the Phantom, trailed by Mondi, Bergamere and 2 lengths to .com. Willie Work the leader coming up past the 800 metres. Free Gold is second. Datari's tucked away third, the inside from Callahan, and Modern General a handy fifth. Anarchy Walk's been off the track most of the way, followed by Rocky Glen, and then Boak on the inside as they cornered. Ask the Phantom starting to make some ground as the field bunches around the home turn, and then Jiminy, Bergamere a long way back in company with Mondi and .com. They swing for home now, and Free Gold took the lead narrowly from Willie Work. On the outside is Callahan. Modern General's had a good run and is starting to work through them, followed by Anarchy Walk, and further back is Ask the Phantom. Coming to the 300, Free Gold kicked out by about 3 lengths to Modern General. Datari over on the inside, then Callahan, Anarchy Walk, followed by Boak. 150 to go though, and Free Gold by 2. Modern General and Datari battling away on the inside. Oliver keeps Free Gold going though, and Free Gold takes it out to Modern General. Boak got up for third, and then Datari, Bergamere doing its best work late from WillieWork.com. Mondi, a break Callahan, trailed then by Ask the Phantom, who didn't produce in the straight. Well back Anarchy Walk, followed by Jiminy, and Rocky Glen dropped out to finish last of all. The winner, Free Gold, set to run. Racing now, Blofeld jumped okay in stall number 3. Wackamere began to touch awkwardly over on the inside, and it looks like he's going to stay close to the inside part of the track with only King Killarney behind him there. On the other side of the course, and Melbourne Crown had begun fast and found the outside rail in front there with the going with it in the early part. Black Magic up there too as Mr. Prince in the green colours, and Dark Scout is wider out, not far off them in company with Go On Spending. Blofeld right behind him. Wackamere has come across towards this side eventually. He's the deepest of those horses, and back behind them is Sliding Downhill, and Lambada Boy off the pace and held up a touch at the 550 metre mark, and Dark Scout in the middle of the course would be a narrow leader now, narrowly in front of on the outside Black Magic and Go On Spending. Melbourne Crown on the outside rail. Blofeld is coming right up the middle of the track with Wackamere just at his inside, and next is Lambada Boy coming towards the 200 metres now, and Blofeld on the far side. Go On Spending go to the lead together in company now, clear of Wackamere, coming home fairly well. Go On Spending and Blofeld now in the last 100. Go On Spending the outside for Oliver's, finishing the race a bit the better, and Go On Spending beat Blofeld by a length. Sailor V getting up for third, followed in by Wackamere, and then came Sliding Downhill, Lambada Boy, Dark Scout. Next to finish was Black Magic, long break to Mr. Prince, Melbourne Crown, and King Killarney last of all. So it's a double for Damien Oliver, winning the last two. Set to go. Racing now, Flying Matinee out reasonably on the inside. Rashway a touch slow getting back. Yo-Yo Ma first to begin, lands in front of Badger's Woods. Apache moving up quickly on the outside. Flying Matinee retaining the rails in about fourth placing in company with Dolphus Gunnet. And then King of Glory on the outside, a couple of Irish Glen. McJake on the improve, a little wider out, and they're followed by Rashway, Nora May. Molly's Melody settling a long way back, trailed by Bright Moore. And then came Vitagrove at the tail in company with Recaber. About 1,500 metres to go, and Badger's Wood took over the running by Lynx Apache in second placing. King of Glory's a half length away third, the outside, and Yo-Yo Ma dropped in onto the rail now in fourth placing with a nice trail. Gunnet is out wide, Dolphus in the centre, 2 lengths away in about seventh placing, then Flying Matinee. McJake is on his outside by the 1,200 metres. A break of a couple of lengths away to Rashway on the inside with Nora May, Deep End, Irish Glen in the centre. 2 lengths further back, Vitagrove and Bright Moore, and at the tail end of the field, Rick Caver over on the outside, and Molly's Melody is on the fence. They've got 900 before them coming up the side of the course. Badger's Wood led 3/4 Apache, Wonder King of Glory third, and Dolphus has had a pretty good run in fourth placing. Yo-Yo Ma on the inside next, and then the great Gunnet on the outer. A length and a half further back, McJake taking closer all around the outside of Flying Matinee. 2 Nora May, Irish Glen, Bright Moore, Vitagrove a fair way back cornering. They're followed by Rick Caber, and back to the tail of the field of Molly's Melody as they enter the straight, and Rashway dropped out last. Badger's Wood narrowly. Flying Matinee cut the corner and joins it now. Dolphus wider out, and the deepest is McJake. He's starting to come home under the whip. 300 metres to go. Flying Matinee on the inside, and Badger's Wood the leaders. Dolphus coming at them. Yo-Yo Ma battling a bit, and wider out as McJake at the 200. Dolphus, Badger's Wood, Flying Matinee, a line of 300 to go. There's nothing between them. Badger's Wood in the middle, Flying Matinee, Dolphus the outside. They're coming to the line. 3 across the track. Badger's Wood in the middle, just won it from either Dolphus or Flying Matinee. They're followed then by McJake, who battled away fourth, and then Yo-Yo Ma. Irish Glen was next to go over the line, followed further back in the field by Nora May, Molly's Melody, and then came Gunnet and Rashway, trailed by Bright Moore, Recaber, and Vitagrove towards the tail with a couple more King of Glory and Apache. Judges call for a photo and a 3-way finish of beauty, with Badger's Wood in the middle, and 6 has got a Badger's Wood, Stephen Vella. Dolphus the outside, Flying Matinee on the inside, fighting the race out, second placing with 2, number 4, Dolphus ridden by Noel Kello. So third going to Flying Matinee, number 8. Great 3-way finish to finish the afternoon.